Hello, mystics. Thank you for tuning into this video. It's a really important one around the topic of longing, around the topic of resistance to our own inner voice and the fatigue that could cause us on our journey. And I'm going to read you a letter that somebody sent me, and I'm going to respond to that, and you'll see how this affects so many people who want to follow their passion and feel connected in the world. I'm just going to read it off my trusty computer here. My wish for myself is to be able to write and speak with the passion I know I have inside, in order to share myself openly so people can access what they need through my experiences. First of all, that's awesome that you know you have a gift and you really want to share your heart with the world. I just want to tell you how many people don't even realize that they have such gifts inside of them, and I commend you for knowing that, recognizing it, and being on a path to push past the resistance to get that out there and share it. Hallelujah. That's what I have to say. I see the world coming into harmony as I take my own journey into harmony, and it has been fear of the self that has hindered me most. Not being able to trust in my own decisions, fearful of outcomes, and extreme tiredness that doesn't seem to fade with positive thinking. Yes, positive thinking doesn't work alone. It can work in the long run if you really change your entire environment to support that positive thinking. Notes in the mirror, affirmations before bed, constant reminders on your phone. It can have an effect over a long period of time if you make it a really holistic, entrained experience for yourself. But the best way to really change your unconscious beliefs and resistance, and they do create a huge amount of tiredness, they create fatigue because of that resistance inside of us. So that energy of resistance is like holding a dam up with a ton of water, trying to push these pieces of wood down, and you're standing there holding it up, holding it up, holding it up, and that water is your creativity, right? It's your creative flow, that energy that wants to come through you that you were describing at the beginning. And oh my goodness, how hard is it to hold that back? It's extreme fatigue. And of course, fear in and of itself, the adrenals going all the time, that's an epidemic. Whether it's TV that we're exposed to all the time, news that we're exposed to all the time, the overworking of the adrenal glands is causing fatigue across the board in millions and millions and billions of people. So take a breath right there into that, because it's a huge deal. Now I'm going to keep reading here and then talk about the thing that's unspoken in this letter. I have yet to experience my own sense of true connection with others, and hope that the next steps of my journey provide me with those opportunities. Thank you for all your loving work, and I'm glad we found each other. Namaste. Thank you very much. Namaste to you too. Finding your true sense of connection with others. There's a longing there, and that's the unspoken aspect of this email. The longing to be in connection. Now, we all have these places inside of us where we remember what it's like to have true friendship or true connection with nature, some kind of experience in the past where we just felt good and safe and harmonious, even if it was just for a moment. And we long for those experiences. Or maybe we felt it in a meditation, and in that meditation we sat and we were all of a sudden blessed with an opportunity to feel connected with the divine presence within us, or our inner voice. If you take one breath into that with me right now, just remember one of those experiences that you've had. And when you remember those experiences, there is a pinch that happens soon after, right? It's that pinch of, oh, I'm not there now. I'm not at that moment now. I don't have that now. And I'm not going to tell you that you can just find that inside of you. That's the same as positive thinking. That's wishful thinking. And it's not going to make the long-term transformation. What makes a long-term transformation is entrainment. So what entrainment means is spending time with those things and people that you want to be like, and those ideas and energies and feelings that you want to be like. So it's all about being in relationship. If you can find that place inside of you that can be in relationship with that which you long for, rather than longing for it and telling yourself that you don't have it, that's where the magic happens. That's where you can, all of a sudden you're receiving the energy, you're receiving it, and it's teaching you. Now the trap is to get caught in wanting the exact experience that you had at one time, or wanting what you imagine connection with others to be. That's the trap. But if you can be in relationship with that energy and allow it to nourish you, feed you, as if it's its own entity, as if it's a being and it's coming to you like a friend, and you can receive from that, you can learn from that, and gradually your vibration increases to become like that. That's really the key to finding that which you long for, whether it's your inner voice, that which is outside of you that you want to connect with. It's about the feeling itself that you're longing for, and being in relationship, in a friendship with that feeling. Now, in your world, you see that you become like that which you are around regularly. So whether it's people who are positive or negative, who you choose to be around, you gradually become like them. You mimic their behaviors. You become energetically more similar to their vibrations. So the choice to surround yourself with positive people and teachers that you can expose yourself to, that is how you're going to gradually entrain yourself to a better vibration. And then internally too, if you invite your inner voice regularly to be next to you, invite whatever divinity that you choose to believe in or expose yourself to come and be near you regularly. And you don't treat that as something you long for, but you treat that as a friendship that you can become entrained with, something that you can learn from, and gradually your vibration will change. Now, in terms of changing the fears and the unconscious beliefs, you're talking probably here about the fear of rejection, because to express yourself, it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal, and you expect and anticipate rejection, because so many of us have just experienced rejection for being ourselves all throughout our childhood, especially if you're a sensitive, if you're an intuitive, if you want harmony in the world, that is something that you long for. So the trick to changing positive beliefs, it's not a trick, it just requires deep meditative states, deep healing. Positive thinking is not enough, and you have to go deep into hypnotic states and deep into emotional intelligence and awareness of yourself, and that is a long-term process. The process that I created in the Universe Mystery School is exactly for that. It's built for that, for developing emotional intelligence, creating mental clarity, and then diving into the deep spiritual experiences. But it's a long process. Don't expect positive thinking to magically change anything. You have to commit to your practice, whether it's your own meditation practice, that you sit and you invite what you want to be like, and then accept the transformations that happen within you, and you have to be willing to allow the shedding as well to happen in those transformations. So if you have any follow-up questions or you want to comment on this, I always welcome that, and I would always encourage you to commit to your practice, because that's what makes changes. The meditation, the meditative states, inviting those changes to come through deep meditation, in addition to positive thinking that will support it. Thank you, and I will see you soon.